What's up, guys? I am the Squirrel's Nuts. Today I'm bringing you a game which I really enjoyed playing, and the reason I enjoyed playing it was because both teams played the objective really well. It's a game of Damavand Peak on Conquest. Our home base is C, which means that C is nearest to our deployment. So it's very important for us to hold C, and then the fight will be for B, and if we can hold C and B, then we'll win the game. The idea being to push them all the way back to A. So I've got myself down to B here, and I've got a Scar H with an infrared scope, a thermal scope, which I find gives me a tremendous advantage on the battlefield, especially in these tunnels, and I'll show you why. So just take that guy out there. Now the objective at the moment is quite simply capture B, and then as you'll see I generally lay my mines in the direction they'll be coming from. So in this case they'll be coming from that direction, which is A, so I'll just pop my mines down here. That stops any tank or vehicle which attempts to come back here and recapture it. So I get a bit unlucky there with a guy with an M60 who I think was just hiding over in the tunnels. So I think they're currently making an assault on B, which is the right thing to do, so I'll get back down there and try and hold B. What I try and do in this game, if I can, is hold B myself and make the odd break towards A, or maybe come back to C if I have to. I generally see on what the rest of my team does. But, you know, I always try and capture objectives where I can, because that's obviously going to win us the game. So I come back in to B here. I notice at this point that A is gone and C is being captured. So that's not a good sign. They've either managed to leg it through this tunnel or gone over in a heli. But that's what a good team should do. A good enemy team should be doing that. So they are playing good tactics. But for now I'm just going to hold this B node and see what my team does with C. Maybe they're going to recap it back. It's not worth me legging it down there because, oh, look at those two. And that's a good example of the thermal scope there. Those two basically just camping it up, waiting for people to run out of B, and they'll take them out. Very hard to see them, but with the thermal scope, very easy to see them. And one of the things I always do with the scope, and in general to be fair, is spot people. So if I can, but before I shoot them, I'll spot them. That way other people can... Now look at this guy here. He's in a tunnel. I've got a feeling he's in a tunnel coming from A. He's got his spawn base down, so I'm going to have to go and deal with that at some point. So I'll get back into B. I'm just going to try and clear out these rocks, because often people will camp it up around here. It's quite a fun place to have a battle, but it's also... I've had people who can basically camp that up in the most annoying fashion possible. So we've got B and C. We managed to get C back, which is good. So now the battle is coming from A. I've not forgotten about that that guy in that tunnel. I've still bearing him in mind. I'm just trying to deal with that tank. It's not going anywhere, so forget that. Let's go and see. Now I'm playing again with Ham-Fisted Wook, who's my friend. He's in my squad. He's gone into that tunnel to see what's what. He's saying to me that the spawn beacon is in here. And you can hear him trying to shoot it. You can't actually shoot this. He asks me how you get rid of it. I say, like that. There you go. So he's managed to clear the guy, and I've managed to clear the beacon. That's going to hold them back quite a bit because the squad can't actually deploy there anymore. So yeah, there you go. I'm spotting people as I see them. So if I don't get the kill, which I did in that case, but if I don't get the kill, then somebody else will. Which gets me a spot bonus, which is all good. So here we are. The whole team is pushing forward to A, which is arguably a mistake because we've actually lost C. But I'm too far away from C to do much about it. If I die at this point, I'll probably try and get back to the base and try and cap C. But as it stands, I'm better basically trying to hold this front line, trying to stop them from coming back towards B. That's the most effective I can be, I think. So looking out of a dark place into a sunny environment like this, you'll see what they call blooming, which is, look at the edge of the tunnel, you'll see the sunlight kind of bleeds around it. And they've basically made the Frostbite engine quite accurate in this respect. As you look out into a bright place, your eye is adjusted for the dark, so everything's a bit too bright. But when you start looking down that thermal scope, you don't have anywhere near the same problem. So I've got an advantage. They're trying to shoot me in a very dark place, and I'm shooting them with a thermal scope. But tactically speaking, the team is now in a very bad position. Our team is in a bad position. They're now capping B, if you see it on the map there. So they've got A, they've got C, and they're capping B, which is not good. That's fighting a war on two fronts, because even if we spawn back at B, you know, which way do we go? Do we fight from A or do we fight from C? It's not a good position to be in. But my team's capping A, which will keep them busy. Their team will probably focus on trying to take that back now, which hopefully will give us a chance to take C. That guy picked me off there. A bit unlucky as I came around the corner. What do you do, eh? In fact, look at this, 0 for 3. He's actually got me 3 times now in that tunnel. Very annoying. Now I could have taken the heli, but I decided against it. Rather basically run and gun inside here and spawn at B. I'm not cautious enough because the guy with the M60's now got me 4 times, which is really annoying. They're now going to cap B again. I should have come out there with a lot more caution, but I just basically saw a guy running past me, and like a dog after a cat, I just went straight after it. So Ham-Fisted Wook's down at B, he's trying to cap that. I'm just being a bit more cautious this time, and just as well, because I spot this guy. Which means myself and my friend should now be able to cap it, although I think my friend's gone here, my friend's been killed. Oh dear, so I'm getting sort of shot from up there somewhere. Oh, there he is. And I know there's guys over here behind this canister. I'm just trying to stay alive. Hoping that Ham can come back, which he does. So there's 2 of us now, and hopefully we'll hold this node. As you can see, C's now neutral. But what I liked about this, my team, was they played the objective, and in particular the enemy team tried to fly over and take C, which is good. There's a guy here. I don't know if he was spawned there or if he was hiding there, but I made short work of that, and we can now take B. And given that C is under contention, maybe we can get B and C back. Yeah, their team actually either flew over or managed to make their way down towards C and kept taking it, which gave us a really interesting game. And, you know, I admire them for that. I don't like a one-sided fight. I don't like a complete slaughter. I like being pushed. I like our squad being pushed. It makes for a more interesting game, even if we lose. You can see it's 138, 150 points. You know, it could go either way still, couldn't it? But we're back to fighting a war on two fronts again, so it's very important that while I'm basically trying to hold C, I'm aware that people can come from the left or from the right, as I'm looking at it here. So a guy could come out of this tunnel any minute. I've got to be aware of that. So yeah, I just hold this B node, and our team is smart enough to go back and recap C, which is great. That means I can do my work here. So I'm thinking they're coming down from A direction and being sniped. Gotta go after this guy. So all the time I'm aware that, well, there's a guy here somewhere, there he is, and also that they're going to be shooting me from the A direction. So I'm looking around at the mini-map, I'm seeing what's what all the time, I'm thinking, where should I be, where's the enemy going to come from, you know, where should I take cover? It's a matter of not running out like a complete idiot, but actually thinking tactically, and that is ultimately what's going to make you a better player. Now look at this, he sneaks out the tunnel, lies down, with my thermal, see him no problem at all, but again he's coming in from A, and I was anticipating him doing that. One more bit of anticipation here, again with the tunnel. There you go. Now he took a shot at me, but I was on that, I was anticipating that happening, so it let me get some early bullets in. That probably disrupted his... No, look at this guy. Look at this, there's a guy down there. I can't get him, I got a hit marker, but I know he's there. and luckily I think one of my, I think one of my tanks or something took him out. I'm not sure what it was. But yeah, I'm anticipating where the direction is going to come from, where I'm going to be attacked from, and that was ridiculous, wasn't it? I actually shot through my teammate to kill somebody else, which, you know, on hardcore that wouldn't happen. But it's not hardcore, so friendly fire doesn't matter. Being popped at. There he is. So now if you look at the scores, 119-72, we've got B, we've got C, we are holding them back at A, which is perfect, because this way we always know where the attack's going to come from. Makes our job much easier, and we're in a dark tunnel. And this is more or less the tipping point. That doesn't stop them from fighting, but it does, you know, make it more predictable for us. Like this bloody camper. Where's he, eh? I've got to find this guy. I know he's around B somewhere, but I'm not sure where. But you'll see what he does in a second. You'll see what he does in a second. There he is. Lying down, in the dark. He didn't even take a shot at me. What he was doing, he was waiting for me to basically move past him or just not know that he was there, then he was going to pick me off. Absolute scumbag. I think actually that kill there I got, apart from it being an absolutely brilliant bit of RPGing, I actually got a nemesis kill on that guy, so that guy was really not happy with me. Bit of a double kill coming out of the tunnel, which is nice, and I managed to get through that flashlight combat, but I don't manage to get through this one. I think either 2 or 3 people have flashlights. There's probably one, and another flashlight, and oh my god, I can't see a thing. Flashlight is a arguably useful tool. Certainly when you point it at someone, it makes it very hard for them to see you properly. Outside in the daylight, I believe. Oh, that was unlucky, wasn't it? Spawned on him and my friend there trying to take A, and I got caught up in that firefight. Yeah, the flashlight is probably too powerful, I think, outdoors especially. I don't mind it obscuring the head or maybe their upper body, but it, you know, it obscures their entire body, which it is a torch. I mean, I know torches are bright, but they're not that bright. Nice little double kill there. I eventually decide to run back and cap C, mostly because there's not many tickets left now. We're at, what, 83 for 6, they can't win this. I'm hoping I can grab some more points before the game ends. Looks like I've had a pretty good game. But I'm happy overall, even if we'd have lost this particular battle. I'd have been pretty happy, because it was enjoyable. And I think that's what Battlefield is really for me. It's just enjoying a good fight between 2 teams of people who are trying to play the objective. And yes, we had some campers in there, but they got dealt with. But overall, I'm happy with that game, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Tried to sort of give some idea of what goes through my head, what I'm thinking while I'm playing. That happened to be a good game for me, not just for kills, but points as well. But often I've had games with that many points, I've only got 4 kills, so, you know. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. Just wanted to bring you that vid. Rate, comment, subscribe. See you next time.